I'd like to start by saying thank you to the BBN. That's for you. They really showed up in a big, big way today and had an impact on the game. They affected the football game in a very positive way. And I really can't thank you enough. And, you know, I've been working hard for a long time to provide that type of team, but that's what we needed like every week. We could recruit players when our stadium's like that. Our players will play hard, and it affects the offense as it did tonight with some of those pre-snap penalties. Really, a big shout out to you. I mean it. It definitely affected the game. And playing at Kroger Field was a home field advantage tonight. And really happy for our players, our fan base, our coaches. You know, once again, just a great team effort. It was beautiful in so many ways. And, you know, it just shows the character of this football team and the resiliency that they have, the toughness, and, you know, things like that aren't easy. It doesn't happen in a while because it's not easy. And our players just constantly put their head down, coaches put their head down and take care of things that's in front of them. I've said it for a long time now to this team, just take care of the business in front of us. They don't need to be anything other than who they are. We know against a team like this we had to play better. We did as far as taking care of the football, to some extent, and you know, but defensively back to back is, you know, good performances as we've had in a long time. Just a credit to Coach White, John Summerall, Frank, Chris, the staff, players played it unbelievably hard, and great execution. And that's a tough team to handle. They put a lot of stress on you in a lot of different ways. Offensively, we struggled. I give Florida and Todd Grantham a lot of credit. He's an excellent defensive coordinator, and they really had a nice plan and played very good defensively. Offensively, we will get it going. We will get it clicking. It's hard. It's very good defense teams, but I'm very confident that we'll continue to get better. And but you win games any way you can, and as I mentioned, that was the thing of beauty tonight. And looking forward to celebrating the win for a few hours, and then punching the clock and getting back to work tomorrow morning.
You talked about Josh Pascal taking that step in the spring. Did he take that step tonight?
Amazing. And I thought the guys that filled in for Mark Warren really played hard as well. It seemed like didn't seem like they were getting picked on or anything like that. And Josh is just, you know, as I've mentioned to you many times in these press conferences, it's amazing the way he just empties the tank every day. I mean, he just plays exceptionally hard, and he's amazing.
Mark, do you feel like you can let your guard down to celebrate this win publicly?
I think that people and the crowd and the BBN, but I mean, you know, for me, it's back to work tomorrow morning. I'll celebrate it for a couple hours, but you know, I got to practice what I preach to the team, and you got to take care of the things in front of us. We want to play in a lot of big games. We have a long way to go, and I'm very excited. I'm very proud, but of this group. But man, we got to go back and punch the clock tomorrow.
When you know, they had 7, 8 shots there at the end. And, I mean, I imagine that's kind of what you imagined being able, the situations you'd be in and come out on top. You know, when you took the shot.
That was a tough hill, you know, to climb right there. To stop them 7, 8 times is brutally hard. If I'm not mistaken, there was another pre-snap penalty down there that helped us, 1 or 2. And I mean, again, thank you to the fans for affecting the play. You know, I thought Brad and the defense played unbelievably hard. We mixed it up. We went 0 a couple plays in a row when we had to. We held up in coverage. We got pressure. We played some zone. You know, we mixed it. You know, mixed things up, and you know, it's one heck of a stop.
Mark, we talked last week about the defense making those big stops after turnovers. Again tonight, you hold the field goal, and then you block it and return for a touchdown too. Just what does it say about the mentality of that group to keep standing up in those situations?
I mean, really special. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, tonight was special. I mean, that was a thing of beauty defensively. I mean, you just, you know, we gave up some yards. Again, that's hard. You know what I mean? We got to pick our spots. We could do some things better, but overall, just to have that desire, the heart, the guts, to stand up and give them 7-8 stops at the end is, amazing, especially when we were struggling at that point. Momentum, for our offense had turned a little bit, so we had a long drive and we go 3 and out, that's tough. And we go right back in there and still have, the capacity, still have the desire, still have the conditioning to make those stops against Florida, 7-8 plays in a row on the goal line. I mean, it's incredible. It's a credit to our team.
Another big play from Jacquez and pass defense on that last 4th down stop. How glad you got him in the second quarter, and how is he playing versus what you expected?
Well, he's played really well. It gives us some maturity in there. He's made some really athletic plays, tipping the ball and getting the pick and, different things. And so, big play. That was him that tipped it at the end. Yeah, good.
There were 8 false start penalties in Florida, 5 on 3rd down, 1 on 4th down. Have you ever heard this place as loud?
That's incredible. That's a fantastic stat. Thanks again. Thank you. That's pretty awesome. No, I can't remember that. I'm sure that's frustrating on their end, but I credit our crowd and a home field advantage. And it was really nice to deliver, for the fans, because we've had things teed up before. I know how it gets, and it's hard. We play a tough league. But to have it teed up, to have a sellout, and then come deliver and play like that, I'm happy. Really am.
Mark, you've talked a lot about knocking down doors. Does this one feel any different? Do they feel any different if you've had so many of them?
It's just the next one. I'm sure you'll tell me about soon.
Mark Will didn't have a great game, and yet he made one of the biggest plays when he picked up that fumbled snap and kind of pushed that pile about 7 yards. What does that tell you about him?
Well, again, I think he's just gonna get better and better. I think he gets so amped up, and there's a little, we have a boom, and then the next play he throws the pick. I thought he was a little amped up and missed a couple throws there, and I know he'll put it together. I really do. He cares too much. He's very talented. We're gonna get better. I know at times Liam and Will and the offense gets frustrated, but we're gonna get there. I'm very confident. And they just gotta stay the course and keep their head up and stay positive and keep that belief system high, because we're doing the right things.
Mark, what can I,
You say
Mark,
about that freshman that took it all the way back for us.
Trevin, he that's what we saw. I mean, he's an unbelievable athlete. I mean, he got that ball, and there was no stopping him. I mean, he's a freaky athlete. And, he was gone. It didn't surprise me.
Talk about freaky athlete, Wandell,
Amazing.
Smoke had that big block too on that play.
No, amazing. Just a great individual effort on the touchdown early. Got us some momentum, and just he just plays so hard, and just all his plays are we need him, and we'll continue to find ways to give him the ball.
Mark, what can,
Flocka Flame was here. I know the crowd fed off his energy all night. Do you know if the players did the same? Because it seemed to have made a difference.
I don't know whether they saw that or not. I don't know, but it was cool having him here. It was fun. We were jamming out in the locker room.
He
Go ahead.
didn't just come in, and do his bit, he watched and was cheering from the side.
Oh, no, and he was in there. He's in the locker room just now. He was in there, yeah.
Just to be clear, the play that Trevin made, is that typically where he would be on that formation, or was he just inserted?
Well, I think he just got the deflection, obviously. I think Josh got it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Josh got the tip, so it just bounced his way. Yeah.
Mark, what can a night like tonight do for your program? Sold out place, it was rocking, big win against a team like this, against a top 10 program.
I just hope it propels us, that's all, just next step. I mean, we're doing a lot of good things, we gotta continue to do things, and that's what I told the players. Remember how we got here, stay humble, stay hungry, enjoy it, but go back to work. We gotta go back to work. I told them that the last 2-3 weeks, when we felt like our performance was good or bad or, ugly or whatever anybody thought, I just said, just go back to work, never apologize for a win. Look at the areas where we can improve, and continue to cultivate the good things we're doing and move on, and so that's what we'll do. I look forward to another incredible atmosphere next week.
Mark, I suspect there might be a chance you may get ranked next week. Is that, would you like that for recognition of the program, or you as soon as you stay unranked?
You think? I don't know. I mean, the only SEC team in the history of college football that he's allowed to know about, right?
You like that as recognition
I do
for
like
your
it.
program?
I understand that, right? I don't wanna say anything, and then I would bite us. We gotta come play good next week. And I mean, that, you know, like I said, we'll enjoy it tonight, but we're ready to go.
Mark, you talked about, Will Levis being amped up a couple of times. He struggled during the Tennessee-Chattanooga game. You said he was amped up. Tonight you say he's amped up. Is that something you're gonna address with him? Is it a Liam Cohen situation, or how do you settle him down?
I talked to him on the sideline tonight, and, again, I have confidence. He is who he is. I don't want him to be anything but himself. Just to continue to grow and get better and learn from, you know, things, and he's gonna be a really good player, so I'm gonna let Will be Will.
Mark, in the past, Florida's hurt you with some big plays. Tonight, they didn't really do that. What was the key in limiting that?
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, and they had 71 plays to our 45, you know, which is incredible, but you hold them to 13 points, you know, it just comes down to, again, some terrific stops, and, you know, that's really hard to do, especially when, you know, we weren't picking up first downs in the second half, and, you know, the 2 long drives at the end with the game on the line, again, the fan base affected both of those drives. It was 3rd and 1 or 2, they get the offsides, or maybe 4th and 2, they get the offsides, pre-snap penalty we're talking about, goes to 4th and 7, they kick the field goal, well, now it makes a big difference on that next drive, now they have to get it in, and we have 7-8 plays, you know, to stop it, you know, so it's a pretty big deal.
I know the result kind of colors this, obviously, but would you like to have the 4th and 2 back, where you're kind of not in the, you know?
It's tough. It's a good defense. You know, that's what I told them. I'm like, don't, you know, they're really well coached and they're really good. And, sure, I mean, you know, it wasn't a good, in hindsight, we didn't make it. They were stout, they were in there, but later we tried to boot it in a critical moment, and they have that covered too. They have guys, you know, they have good guys, and they can go out there and press you and you know, make you beat them one-on-one and still have the edges covered. And still have all the gaps covered, still have penetration, you know, so you're not really gonna sneak a boot in on them. Not when they're playing zero, you gotta beat them outside, and, you know, there's things we could do, and we will, but, you know, you know, credit them.
Mark, when you've talked about all the times you've had it kind of teed up in the past and people excited and that opportunity and maybe just missed, was there anything over the last few years in those situations that you learned that you took into tonight?
I don't know specifically, but I think every time you're in those moments, you do grow, you know, as an organization, as a program, as a team. You know, some of these guys weren't even here, but I think overall it does. I think you just, you know, it's like the boxers, you know what I mean? That like to be, you know, just keep on fighting, keep on, you know, just keep on putting yourself in position, and eventually you're gonna knock it down. But there's no shortcut, there's no, you know, hiding. You just have to be good and do good things, and eventually, you know, you're gonna get some wins like that. It's not easy, and you know, we'll keep on banging.
Mark, tremendous ball security tonight coming into that game, and this game was one of the most important factors.
It was. I mean, we know we couldn't be sloppy and put the ball on the ground against this team and win. You know, can't happen. Certainly couldn't happen today. So credit our coaches and our players.
A lot of JJ's big plays have been pass rush. This time it was pass coverage.
Mm-hmm. His ball security was bad, wasn't
Is it difficult to know when to let him go and then when to drop him back?
It is, but remember Josh, you know, when Josh was here, you know, and some of the coverages he had too, you know, and, you know, it just shows his versatility, and for us, it just keeps people off balance, so, you know, and the kid's playing, he's not even at 100% yet, you know, he's healthy, but you could tell, you know, it just takes some time getting, you know, the quickness back, and just his feet up underneath him, you know, and I just credit him for, you know, how hard he's playing and coming back off that knee like he is.
Mark, you don't, come statistics to find that extra yard and give, Rodriguez that was on the yard.
Lonnie, I usually do a pretty good job of interpreting what you say, but no.
Anybody else?
Tuesday.
That mask, that
On
mask.
Tuesday.
Oh, no, I know, one. I was just in there just now, and I was the only anthem, I was like, blah, blah, blah.
Coach, you've had success before. Do you see this as a breakthrough for the program?
I don't
And
know about a breakthrough.
Second part, how do you plan to celebrate tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if, I wouldn't call it a breakthrough. As I tell the players, and I mean this wholeheartedly, like, we wanna play in a lot of big games. You just have to take care of the things that's in front of us. And the only way we, I mean this, it's not coach speak or nothing, like, if we do the best we can and prepare the best way, coach the best we can, and our team gives it everything, the results are what they are. We play in a tough league. This is a big step. As I mentioned, there's no denying, I'm grateful for our fan base. It's been a long time, for us. We went on the road, but, beating Florida, I know is special to them. And for us, it's a big SEC East opponent. And so it's a big deal, and, that's all. So, I really don't know what they'll do. I mean, I'm sure I'll have an adult beverage.
Well, thank you very much, players and coaches over